heavy. I'm the best and you heard what I said. Spend all the money, I'm dripping, it's spouting. Got on it, then it's dripping like water. Teaching her, but I don't have a daughter. I know me, I can pick up when I call her. Working big and it don't hurt to break, cause I'ma always do it how I wanna do it. Every time you lead a know it, Mr. Know I got him running to it. I'ma need the full amount before we talk it that I'm waking up and thumbing through it. Run a like I'm running do it. Stun on her till like a stunner do it. I'm the best, I'm the best. And I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, get on go, get on go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold. I'm the best, I'm the best. And I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, get on go, get on go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold. Top dog like I vanished. I'm the really damaged. I came out and make the channel.
We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Baltimore Ravens and the Philadelphia Eagles. And wow, a gamble here right off the bat, an onside kick to begin the game. And the Eagles dodge a bullet. They cover it up. Well, there's two sides to every coin. You come on the road, you get the onside kick to start the game. What a boost, but you don't get it. And now your back's against the wall a little bit.
You're exactly right. You nailed it perfectly. And so many ways to go at it when you're on the road. You think to yourself, well, if we start on defense, we blitz them early, try and create a big play. If we start on offense, we throw the big pass downfield. In this case, they said, forget all of that. Let's do it on special teams and try and catch them off guard with an onside kick. Unsuccessfully.
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. So an early wake-up call there leads to a quick 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Hurts. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Play action. Here's Hurts. Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Gotta know that you're open, otherwise just don't do it. Well, that was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from him. Incomplete pass.
Play action. Now Jackson rolling to his right. This throw taken in by Isaiah Likely. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. Well, they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this one will not work out. It is incomplete. Well, go ahead and mark that down. It's one of the most bizarre first down calls in the history of the National Football League. A fake, and it backfires.
But we've seen a lot of
first down.
Yeah, you're right. And we've seen a lot of innovation throughout the years in the NFL. I mean, we've gone from the single wing to the T formation to shotgun, right? Running spread, run and shoot. You name it, right?
It's a first down field goal.
First down.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. They'll look to throw. That's caught. It's Demarcus Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 21 yards there on third down. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. A give to the fullback on the dive. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. They go play action now. Jackson sliding out of the pocket. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. Well, you know, paramount for this defense is trying to keep Lamar Jackson somewhat contained when he tries to run. They did a pretty good job of it there.
And you know what's so difficult for every defense that has to prepare for Lamar Jackson? You have to think and play at the same time. And I know that sounds like something you're supposed to do, but when you have to think about your assignments against him, it often slows down your feet. You don't move as fast. You've got to be prepared for this guy every step of the way and then try and match his athleticism.
On the give, this is their fullback. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. And they'll try to pound it in with Ricard. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Patrick Ricard, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. And that is going to be caught. And it moves the lead to 8-0. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And the Eagles hands team able to cover it up. A 2nd quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Flushed out right. That is knocked away and incomplete, but a penalty flag. In the backfield, this might be a roughing call. So roughing the passer there, a big mistake defensively.
Yeah, and even though you've got a quarterback out of the pocket and the rules change downfield, that doesn't mean the same rules don't apply with the QB. Anything more than 1 step, they're going to throw a flag on you every time.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
They'll roll him out right. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Hurts sets up to throw it. He'll buy some time right. And a dangerous throw there on the drop-off. Incomplete, nearly intercepted.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they were very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. From the 4 now, 3rd and goal. Scott. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. And they'll send the slot in motion left. They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. Rolling to his right. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Quez Watkins. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And this is now a 1-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, and they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. Meanwhile, Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Another carry for the fullback, Ricard. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Inside handoff here to Ricard. 2 minutes even in what's been a tight first half. 8-7, our score. Here's Ricard. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. And they'll give this to Ricard. Fletcher Cox there for the tackle.
And there's the pickup you want on first down. All offenses say, you get me 4 on first down, we'll take it. How about if you get 5? They'll really be happy.
Here's the fullback, Ricard. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on third down. And now a carry here for their fullback. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. They'll try and run with their fullback. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And the Ravens are going to have a first and goal as he's inside the 10 down to the 7-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. A good display of power, but ultimately it gets him just inside the 5 to the 4 and no further. Second and goal from inside the 5. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Patrick Ricard as the first half is winding down. And the Ravens will extend their lead here just before halftime. Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. And he's got it. So they try for 2, successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And the slot man goes in motion left. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
And then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
Jackson's throw is on target to Duvernay.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Hassan Reddick able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go into the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Fourth down, here's Jackson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep.
The ball comes out, and I think the offense got it back. They did. Inside the 10-yard line, they avoid disaster.
The fumble on first down now. Here's second down. Hurts a handoff to Sanders.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
On third down, they'll run it with Sanders. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Deuce is wild here. Second down and 2 with just about 2 minutes on the clock. Here's Sermon.
Into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. Call it no gain, and it's going to be second and goal. So stuffed from the 2, now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Jack Stoll
punching it in from a yard away.
And the Eagles are back within a score.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is down to 2. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground.
After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. They've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson, sliding out of the pocket. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Again, it's Ricard, the fullback. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. Reed Blankenship delivering the hit. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
On 2nd down, it's Edwards. And he'll take this one down to the 36. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he's got the 1st as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. The give to the fullback on the dive. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Patrick Ricard, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. Here's Jackson. He's got it. And they will not go quietly as we are back to a 2-score game. And the Eagles dodge a bullet. They cover it up. The 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Here's Hurts to throw. Flush to his right. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Ravens are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. They hand off to their big tight end. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. They give it off here to the tight end. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up 2nd down. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. They'll roll him out right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Kudos for the defense from me on that one because they were prepared the whole way for him to try to escape and hit them for more yardage running it.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And the gamble fails. It's incomplete. Well, there's two sides here. I guess you could pinpoint and look at the offense and say, oh, man, what a disaster. Hey, the defense, though, they came through.
Preparation's the key to everything, and when you're on the defensive side of the ball and in special teams meetings, you prepare for plays like this, and in this case, they were actually able to win it.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Eagles defense able to hold. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Throwing is Hurts. He'll buy some time right. And Sanders has got it complete. Oh, what a nice tackle there. That will hardly move the needle at all offensively. A very short gain. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. One final shot. They'll look to throw. This is Smith with a grab. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win him the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Problem for them, they needed that score with a little more time left on the clock. I think just too little, too late now.
I would agree with that, and we're programmed never to say never. But in this case, we're asking a lot for them to even think they have a chance.
And that's caught for the additional 2 points. It'll only matter to the final scoreline, and that is the final act of this game. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. From Philadelphia, good night, everybody.